Alright, I'm just gonna jump right into it. This is the start of the third trial, I think, for Ace Attorney. Get that off the screen. What's that doing there? There we go. I should be talking. World's greatest magician, the one, the only. Maximilian Galactica! Ooh. Oh, jeez. This is some high production right here. Disappeared. December 26th, 8:12 p.m. Very Big Circus entrance. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica, he was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I guess it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in the Korean village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it, really. You're gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. Glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearly! Look, it's time to go! Happy New Year, Mr. Nick! Happy New Year. Really hope it'll turn out that way. But you're being pretty pessimistic here, Phoenix. I don't know what's up with that. December 28th, 9:12 a.m., Wright & Code Law Offices. Well, today wraps it up for this year. Hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello? This is the Wright & Code... Nick, it's terrible! Ah, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here, too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. TV? Let me guess, somebody got murdered. Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. Oh, I called it. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder. What a crazy, unheard of thing to happen. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica! Oh, this is another Steel Samurai situation, isn't it? Maximilian Galactica, fans call him Max, a popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll send you in 2 hours at the detention... I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Well, that happened. So yeah, we're just jumping right into this. This is a blind, it's a blind playthrough of this because this is how far I am into the Ace Attorney trilogy currently. So this is like I don't know what's going on here. This is the first one that I decided to stream. I played the previous cases, and I beat the first game. And so this is my first time playing through this one. I'm like halfway. Well, I finished 2 cases in this game, and this is case 3. December 28th, 11:19 a.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Oh boy. Welcome to the visitors room. It's Max, Nick! Look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica! He's a murderer and he's gonna kill us all! Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card. He called me sweetie! Nick! Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. This one. Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. He got it! He got it! Nick, look, he got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max! Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Or driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card, any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan! Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention. Oops, I skipped something. Oh, yes! Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Okay, let's talk to this incredibly sufferable person. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What's this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible! Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm gonna guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. You're signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. Shoot to your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. Apparently I have a slur now. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. Apparently I'm very tired. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that is all. Nick. I think Max understands how serious this is. He's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your years. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I'm the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Uh-oh. He's lying. Just fabulous. I mean, now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Take that! Maybe this? Meeting with Russell. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? You have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? That's right, I do. My attorney's badge! Oh, jeez, I guess I need proof. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Well, I guess that means I have to go somewhere else. Well, maybe, okay, let's see what happens if I do that again. When you make absolutely fabulous magic, it costs enormous sums of money. Sums that will boggle your mind. Okay, so it's just gonna pop up. Alright, well, I'm gonna need some evidence. I wonder how people can lie with such a straight face. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to find some evidence, which means I guess I'm gonna need to move back here. The only thing I can really do... I don't think there's any evidence in my office. Uh-oh. Am I already stuck? Maybe I can look around here. Security camera, that'll help me. Smile, you're on candid camera. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. Wonder if he's still trying to be a star. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's so quiet, you could forget he was even there if he wasn't watching everything. Pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. I don't know. Can I present him? You mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo. Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over? Is there anything I can actually do? How can I be stumped already? What happened? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. I wouldn't mind his help cleaning this place up. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been normal. It had been a normal business-class hotel. And then it turned into the Murder Hotel. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I wouldn't mind dumping some of these off at the used bookstore. That might not be such a good idea. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's unusually clean. Okay, well. Sure what I can here. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? Not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder! Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. That means... I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Get Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody! Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never! Max? I swear! I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin? Wow, that's very judgy, Maya. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take your card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? How do you... Got it right again? What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. Just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this absolutely fabulous. Let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. I mean, he's gonna not lie anymore? Oh, okay, we're going over here. December 28th, Very Big Circus, circus entrance. We're here again. Yep. This time we're here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Is it going to be Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Sounds like a plan. Alright, well, I guess I might as well examine around. Can't hurt. Look, look, it's Max! Even when you don't want to see him. Poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, might as well be Cirque du Galactica. Oh boy. Stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, it's alright. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of the winter? Nick, you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice the discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. The very big top is so very enormous. Yep. One look at the huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus. I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? Sure. That's how I would describe it. Nick, the entrance is right here. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant. There's no Dolly. Not today. I know that too. Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. Then why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. No, it looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. You really need to see no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. What's this stuff? Banners. Those streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right. I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that was why. Is that all? I think that's it. I think we investigated everything. Unless we want to investigate the discolored snow. Oh wow, we have like a couple places to go here. Let's go to the lodging house, I guess. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. Seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I had to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Jeez, that's it's very real. Nick, he complained! That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Let's talk to Gumshoe. Tomorrow's trial. You know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course! It'll be Ms. Von Karma! She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Ms. Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth? What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. Not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? He killed himself. Oh boy, I'm terrible. Nick! That is strange. I do have to wonder what's the deal with him. Sorry about that. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. Yikes. Was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I always like doing that to people. It's funny. I'm not laughing! Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep! It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But... there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ah! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Oh, God. Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? Wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what's so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is... the killer's footprints aren't there! Bingo! Where did the killer come from and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. Flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. Oh yeah. They do some kind of magic stuff? There's no way! Flying is impossible! That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible! What's with the hollow lap, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Okay. I guess, how about I present Max to him? Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. It's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Silk hat added to the court record. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. That must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Huh? Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness. You know, I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Withholding evidence from the defense. That's how we do it. Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the lodging house. Bye. December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Moe on it. Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. No, we have to look around and see if we can find and steal, gather evidence. All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? Better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Bed. Moe's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid in his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. Yeah, I would have to kind of agree. Also, he's got a freaking clown face on his bed. That's just weird, bro. Awesome! Look at these shoes! They're great! Forget the shoes. Check out the grape gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Moe's snack after lunch? You blind? Look how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Trash can? Desk. Moe seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies. The joke's on you. Treat your peons right. And the classic, funny jokes are funny. Wow, Moe's very studious. Joke's on you, huh? Wasn't even paying attention to her. Classic. Ooh, a hole in the roof. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. Wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Yeah, that's probably fair. How about these? What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Moe just likes carrots or if he's using them as some sort of gag. Teehee! Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. They're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice? Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag? Well, I think that's... Oh, the window. Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here. You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed. It's right in front of this window, about 30 feet away. Guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. It's true, I suppose. Alright, well, guess we gotta leave here. And go back to the other place. The Big Top. December 28th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults! I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. Tiger! He's coming this way! Ah! Oh my god, this is... I don't know why I'm even bothering to do tiger sound effects. I'm pretty sure it actually did that, but I can't hear it very well, so... Nick, you're too young to die! Nick! Stay! Stay! Heal! Low effort tiger sound effects. That's what we all watch this for. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick! Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Oh. Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean you guess? What do you agree? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! Huh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best! Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet you. Likewise. What happened? Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent, so she was with that beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. Someone whose father was just murdered. She seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since Leon, I'm gonna say Leon, died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? Not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Oh my god, Phoenix is falling for her. I'm not sure what to say to her right now, so I guess I'll look around. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mount. I want to try it too! I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mount. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Yeah, she's pretty crazy. What's this stuff? Lights? Whoa, those lights are huge! I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Oh boy. Me? Of course, I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me? A heroine! What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Ladder? Ah, a ladder. It's just a... Oh my god, it's this again. Just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Okay. Not even worth arguing with her on this one. There's always like an argument about a ladder actually being a step ladder in these games. I love it. Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. The boxes? Doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. You think? Are you sure that there isn't a bloody chainsaw here? The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big tub. He's right, we can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. Yeah, about Max. Can I get your thoughts on him, maybe? It's Max! Hey, where's Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Giggle. Oh boy. What's on your mind? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to... Whatever that said. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. Must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too. She's so cute. Hee hee hee. Oh boy. Is there anything? Maybe the picture of her dead father will help? What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. Never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. How about this hat? This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep. He took my sketch to the hat shop. They made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I guess so. Are you lying, though? What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Blah, blah, blah. We've already seen that. Alright, well, I don't know. Well, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot I can do here. So I guess we'll back out. September 28th, Berry Big Circus, circus entrance. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Hello. Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happen to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny, I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben. Yes? You mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about any details, if I may. Really, I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know, This guy's so nervous, it's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up, just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica. Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Whoa, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, why? He's contagious. Maybe the picture? Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. How about this? Oh, same thing. How about... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. No, skip through it. Guess present all the. No, not getting anywhere. Okay, how about Max? Nope, not Maya. Max. Nope. Doesn't look like this guy's interested in talking. Nope. Alright. Moving on. I guess I can go back to the... Let's actually see if she has anything to say about this guy. Ah, that guy. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trillo, right? Wait, we're the ones asking questions around here. Okay, well, I didn't know that, but I'm not sure if that helps me. Go back here and see if this guy maybe showed up yet. Ah, yeah, here we go. Number 28. Lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Hello, kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Moe Curls, aka me. Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Aha, 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 aha. I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen and land sing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. It's funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh, aha, aha, aha. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this dude just keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Wait, did he have to do an objection and I accidentally skipped through it? That's a shame. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit, he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Gosh. Very Big Circus. Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus? It's a very big story. Are you sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working on the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh. Ha, har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? What happened? Mo. Wiggity, 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 what? Ugh. Sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek of? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realized that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. But he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you get old stiff lips here to make. But only if you get old stiff lips here to make with the funny. Oh boy, if only I could read. Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, get a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've ever heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. Oh my gosh, this guy's ridiculous. That night, once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw a mysterious cloaked figure over a dead guy. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. As you can clearly tell by this photo that doesn't show a face, that That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Yeah, he is. What about this picture? You know anything about that? Russell! How could anyone do this to you? I was taking this really hard. What about this hat? It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat! They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable! That jerk killed the ringmaster! Really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, Homo. Seems that the ringmaster was truly a great man. Well, his daughter didn't really seem to care for him very much. Maybe her? That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena's my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. Yikes. How about this guy? Ah, Ben, how's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right! Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. Ah, that's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. Alright, well, I guess that's all I can really think to do here. Can't talk to him anymore. Entrance. Am I supposed to, like, find his puppet? Is that possible? Let's go back to the big top one more time. See if she has anything to say about this guy. That's Mo! He's such a funny clown! He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster? My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is a lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. Okay. Well, where the heck do I find this puppet then? Okay, let's go back and talk to Mr. Dude again. December 28th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Max isn't here. Must be in questioning. Aw, I wanted to see a magic trick. He should be back in a little bit. I guess so. Alright, well, okay, that was a potential waste of time. Unless that triggered something that I can now do, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Lodging house. Well, gee. Am I stumped again already? Let's go back to my office again. Oh, here we go. December 28th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking, let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? God, that's what you're focused on? So now what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Yeah, I guess you're right. Just don't even know what happened in the first place. Okay, well. Guess I'll go then. If I could get some information out of this guy, that would be awesome. Wait. Isn't that crazy? I feel like that trunk looks like something. That trunk looks like something that you would put a dummy into, doesn't it? Am I crazy? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Try going back here. Well, jeez. You know anything about this hat? Maybe you know something about this guy, I don't know. Gotten affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. How about this guy? Oh, okay. Well? Not really sure. Have I looked around here yet? No, I haven't. This year I finally won an air conditioner! What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? I can't afford one of those things, but I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. That's a very strange prize to have at a Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. It's probably because of all those times that Edgeworth docked your salary. Safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. Any other evidence? Like this thing here? There's some evidence under the tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal! The killer is behind that tarp! Ah! I gotcha, I was just kidding. Jeez, you're pretty gullible, aren't you, Maya? They already arrested the killer. We're trying to get him out of jail, even though he did it. Oh, footprints. This is the only place that the snow's been trounced upon. Murderer was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No, 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 no. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't even worried about preserving the evidence. Jeez. Okay, well, that's... Jeez. I really am stumped. I was hoping that would actually do something for me, but I guess it didn't. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke of... Oops, I skipped it. I think that's enough advice for now. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Yeah. Gumshoe, maybe? This isn't very funny. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? What? Isn't he the one who would have told you not to talk to me? Whatever, I don't know. I'm stumped. Circus entrance, I guess. I don't know what to do with this guy. I don't know where his puppet is. It's gotta be, like, in that trunk, right? Like, there's definitely something up with that. Like, that trunk seems like where the puppet would be, but I don't... Where the heck would it have gone? You have any ideas, Maya? You don't have enough information to make a case yet. Could have sworn I've heard that before. Well, we never have enough information. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. I don't know what happened either. Somebody killed a man, though. I know that. Let's just arrest all of them. That way we'll be sure we got the murderer. What do you know about this guy? Nope, he's not gonna talk. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't do here. Go back here. Anything I can do with you? Like present this, maybe? Okay, what can you tell me about him? That's Mo! He's such a funny clown! He's been a good friend of my dad for a really long time. I think I was... Yeah, I already read this. Did I ask you about this guy? I already think I did. Well, where is Trillo? Where can I find Trillo? And why doesn't he know where Trillo is? Well, this all has something to do with murder, I think. Where the heck am I supposed to go? I feel like I've investigated everything. This is just gonna be me fumbling around for a while trying to figure out what to do now, isn't it? How about her? Can you tell me about her? No. This guy? Nope. Oh boy. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say. I already read this earlier. Yeah. I already know about all that. Man. I might actually have to look this up. Can't really think of what I might... Wait, I can re-examine this? I look awfully snazzy in these costumes. Just use the word snazzy in a sentence. I sure did. These are haute couture from the best international clown designers. I don't know if I said that right. At least that's what they said on the TV shopping channel I use. I like having a big collection so I can match my costume to my mood and my carrot. You know, I only own one t-shirt. The rest are all clown costumes. Snazzy dresser? More like spazzy dresser if you ask me. Okay, I'll just re-examine all this stuff, I guess. Oh, you've got quite the collection of pajamas. They really scream out to you. You think they're loud, huh? I kinda thought they were refined. You know, a bit too adult for me to use on stage. That's why I use them as pajamas. Wait a second, he sleeps in clown costumes? What's this? A banana peel? Oh my god. Oh my, what a wonderful fall, girlie. You should remember that when you see a banana peel, get ready to fall down. This is one of the basic tenets of clownsmanship. Ow, 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 ow. Every night I fall down 100 times to practice the proper banana peel break fall. Whoa! 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 God, this guy is... Wow, he really is a pro, huh, Nick? His falls are totally different than my slip. No. Re-examine all this stuff, I guess. Us clowns really take our work seriously. I try to hone my craft day and night with the latest in gesture technology. Unicycles, trampolines, balancing balls, accordions. Looks like you put quite a bit of wear and tear on that equipment. Well, the theme of my act as a clown is, how many ways can a fat, funny guy fall down? I don't care what I break or how I break it as long as it ends with me on my bum. Oh my god. Oh, I already examined that. Blah, 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 blah. Oops. What about this hole? There's a hole in the ceiling. Why is there a hole in the ceiling? Well, I was riding a pogo stick and I guess I just overdid it a little. Overdid it a little? What can I say? Sometimes things get a bit crazy in one's college these days. Huh? Okay. I guess that answers the question. Take a look at my desk. Aren't I the most studious clown you've ever seen? Every free moment I have, I spend it studying or reading. The classic Pull My Finger or Clown Car Maintenance and Repair. Not to mention the bestseller Jean-Luc Deleduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Pierrots. Pierrots? They all seem to cover rather basic topics, though. Maybe he's just trying to cover all his bases. Exactly! I want to be a Renaissance clown! Too bad I didn't buy How to Be a Funny Clown. That's all of it. Oh, man. Do with this guy? Her? Did I talk to her about her yet? Yeah, I think I did, yeah. Jeez. Help? Guess I have to go again. I don't know what to do here. Thought I might be onto something by examining all that stuff, but I guess not. Picture. Oh? Does this guy know anything about anything? No. He really doesn't want to talk. Yeah. I don't know what to do. No. I guess I have to look it up. I legitimately don't know. We gotta look for a guide now, I guess. It's the only thing I can do, apparently. Turnabout Big Top. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. Pretty sure I'm like really far along here, so I should... What? Okay, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god, I missed something. The one thing I apparently didn't think to do. Gotta present his profile. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Whoa, jeez, dude. Oh! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? Ventriloquist with a speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting in there. Yes. The Very Big Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I kill myself. Really, I'm dying here. Coronary, coronary. Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Okay then. I'm gonna just walk away from that. Does that mean I can like go somewhere else now? There's some way I can... Yeah, here we go. Alright, making progress. December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria. Ew, this place is gross. Must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting in here. Sorry, there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Okay, here we go, Max. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Yes, I guess he could technically eat hamburgers. Yeah, thank you for that. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die! Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Ah, a bulletin board. Or, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Yeah, he would. Looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go! Whoa! Where's the mute button when you need it? Poor Maya. There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. This is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Yeah, I also hate that. Pretty terrible. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Yeah, sure, I'd try a hamburger. TV? No? No TV? Broken stuff? What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something? Watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor! Broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor? You think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle added to the court record. Let's investigate this chair. Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. Yes, I'm sure that's it. Alright, looks like we're done with this place. Gotta go back to see Mo. Mo's room. Okay. What about this wine bottle? Whatever. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. We need to... Oh. Yeah, this all happened before. Wait, what? Oh, I'm supposed to... Okay, I'm not supposed to talk to him about it. I think I'm supposed to talk to... Well, maybe I can talk to Ben about it. Nope. He's not interested. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the detention center. I can probably talk to him now, right? No? Really? Okay, well... The only other person to show it to would probably be her, right? Do you want this broken bottle? What about this? What can you tell me? Oh, no, not interested either. Okay. Well, I guess Detective Gumshoe is the only other person. Ow. Oh, I don't see. Not really sure what to do with that. Unbroken on the cafeteria floor. Oh, I didn't skip that line. It automatically skips it. It's weird. Okay. Acro. I'm guessing that map is gonna come in handy later. I bet... Okay, I'm calling it now. I'm betting that this map... Well, no, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, though. Maybe this map will be used to determine how there were no, like, footsteps on the crime scene or something like that. I don't know. He doesn't seem interested in talking about it. Hang on, I think I still have the guide. Need it. But didn't... Let me try this again. Oh. They're saying something about talking to Max, but I don't think I can do that yet. What the heck am I missing? Must be missing something else. Oh, I'm missing something. How do I... Wait, what? Oh. Okay, hang on. I think I missed something. There's so much, like... There's so many, like, profiles you have to show to people. Jeez. Did I not show you this? After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes, that door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Okay, good. Now I can move here. I need something here to move on, I think. Number 28th, Big Top, Ringmaster's room. This was the Ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the Ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. Or what? It's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max! I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. That's fair. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? It's supposed to be the honest ones around here. But... You didn't even notice that I took one. She already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Max G promo poster added to the court record. Wait, is there more I can do here? All the stars on this poster. Must have been the poster used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow! Or perhaps, hold it! Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. Those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Dang, that's a burn. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. Can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Aw, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. This? All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. The Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? It may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Oh my god. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool! It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? Oh, well, we'll just pretend like they don't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Oh boy. Trophies. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All-County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, Ringmaster's multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Ooh, what's this? Table for guests. There's some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this! Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible! She looks like she's ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. This document is dated a week ago. Ringmaster's papers added to the court record. Okay, I gotta do it again for some reason. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? I'm a lawyer, after all. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. Picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. Really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Yeah, she didn't really seem to see it that way, apparently. She doesn't really seem fazed by the fact that he's dead. A little wondering about what that's all about. She must be the murderer. Okay. I think I am supposed to actually go back now. So I'm going to do that little thing. Detention Center. December 28th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the Detention Center. You just call me a sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. Well, what's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool! It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him at around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. Found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. You mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then? I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Alright, let's try pressing this again. When you make absolutely fabulous magic, it costs enormous sums of money. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Oh, I think I have to present the thing to him to actually do this. Blah, blah, blah. We've already seen it. Okay. Present. Bam! Take that! Meeting with Russell. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? Negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Well? I guess there is this. Take that! Jeebus. What's the matter? Sweetie, you must have some wax built up in your ears. You haven't listened to me at all, huh? You're still not listening, are you? I said that I hate lies. Oh, I got hurt. Seems this evidence isn't enough to make him confess. I'm gonna try again. It doesn't bother me at all. You have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? I guess it's the document, right? Saying that it was a week ago? Take that! Take that! That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. All right, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. I'm your lawyer! You should be telling me these things so that I can defend you, you stupid moron! Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to this nonsense. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max? Perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? I would think it was probably about this broken bottle. Take that! Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? Cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. Fell and broke on the floor. Still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? Didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... I don't think that's right. I guess Him, right? Take that! Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? That's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! We got him! Unlock successful! The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. What about my sweetie pie? You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Why would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we were talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? You took his puppet away because he only talks with the puppet. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet. Ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Trilloquist. Oh my god, of course it is. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know. That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the bell, so I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You're so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Oh, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. And don't go hiding puppets. I want this investigation to be over with already. It's been so long. Summer 28th, Very Big Circus, circus entrance. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Okay. Summer 28th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. There's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. Not seeing how that's related. Oh, cool. Summer 28th, Big Top, Ringmaster's Room. Looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. I'm guessing it's gonna be the one that doesn't have a check mark on it. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Gee, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, blah 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 blah. Ah! Something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Trillo Quist, hand it over to Maya. Why do I have to carry this thing? Alright, I think that's all we needed from here, right? Can we find him? In the cafeteria? Number 28, Big Top Cafeteria. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? See how talking about the weather is helping our case. I present to you your stolen puppet. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Triloquist returned to bed. All right, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Oh, okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me! Yeah, me, down here! You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist? Is that better? Oh, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney. Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. Oh my god, he's punching him. This is some Night of the Living Dummy crap going on here. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist's puppet. Hey, who do you think you're calling a puppet? Broken bottle? Do you mind taking a look at this? Hey, talk to him? What happened? Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Triloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. I just want to point out, before we go to the next line of dialogue here, Ben is a professional ventriloquist at a circus. But when he's making the puppet talk, you can very clearly and obviously see his lips moving. Just saying, he's not a very good ventriloquist, I think. Mary? The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're interested, then I'll let you know in on the facts. Tell me about the marriage first. That's more interesting. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. Well, I don't think that's how marriage works, but... I know you think that, but... But what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. Gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. Oh my god, this guy. Well, the melody is pretty good. Those lyrics. I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Oh, thanks. Now that Trillo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba-jabba. Let's get to court already. Yes, I agree, Trillo. Thank you for that. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Does that mean we can have trial happen? November 28th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. Oh! Oh, now what? Oh! Yeah! Ah! What is happening right now? Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina! You, that monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Hey, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey... Money? Oops. Okay. The monkey is called Money? Yes? Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back? I'll see what I can do. You and I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? It's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. What a Mo's. Guess it's time that I revisit that kooky clown. You mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? It's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass. So are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I completely forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? What do you think I should go for? Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trillo? Wait. You do realize that Trillo is a puppet, huh? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Oh boy indeed, Phoenix. Alright. Gotta see Mo again. I really want this to be... I want to move on to the trial already. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. I'm sure it had nothing to do with them doing a job or anything. December 28th, Lodging House, first floor, Mo's room. Oh my! If it isn't Mr. Right all the time! Ugh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick, it took just a while for the joke to find its audience. Sigh. So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Alright. So, about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know, but that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it's her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications. You ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge, but under no circumstances can you chase after him. Huh? Why is that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course! Shall we go? Go with him now or wait a while? Go with him, why not? Oh god, another room. We're gonna have to investigate. December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. This is it! What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp! You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Oh, God. Holy cow, there's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right there. Attorney's badge returned to its rightful spot on lapel. Yeah. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Oh, I think I know what that stands for. Is this it? Oh, no. Hoping we were moving on to the trial already. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. You think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. Guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Yay! I think we're moving on to the trial. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours. That's a little long for the intro part. Like, I mean, the trials are my favorite part of this game, and I don't really like going so long just to try and get into the trial for the first time. But at least we're finally here. And I'm going to take this as an opportunity to have a Arizona green tea sip, as my throat is kind of hurting after all the talking. All the talking and weird clown voices. It's getting to me. Oh boy. It's tough. But the show must go on, as they say. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's wrong with that look? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying around fabulously. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Here we go. Now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. Wonder if that's to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. That is how you would handle a loss, isn't it? It did not count! Do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with a name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. That's not really an opening statement, but alright. Very well. You may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Witness testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered on the big top to practice their routines. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Jeez. I see. He was beaten to death. Here it is, the autopsy report for the victim. Court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You will begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. The night of the crime, snow was falling. I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna read it because I'm gonna skim through it and find the right one. Actually, I'm just gonna press everything. Hold it! Let me ask you about the snow. Nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. I see. There's gotta be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Court record. Court record. Okay. There's something that has to do with this? I mean, I know the crime scene. Probably got to do with that photo. Let's get more information out of him. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regina the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Oops, wait, hang on. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately? Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Hold it! I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Hold it! A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was rather a strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. It was locked, so he probably wouldn't know what was in it. Unless they, well, I guess they took the box. They probably, well, they knew what was in it. Let's ask about that. You mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle. Okay. Hold it! According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? Done your homework, pal. You haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Mon Karma, your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. Of course he will. Yep, he's punching him. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trillo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. It leaves something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling might help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. Oh! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witnessed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? But that's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? You've got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. Silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Yes, because nobody could have stolen it and taken it with them to the scene of the crime to frame Max. No, that couldn't have happened. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for his hat to be at the scene, other than for him to frame somebody, obviously. Well done, Ms. Von Kammer. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Yeah, I guess she's the boss again today. Alright. I'm going to try this incredible new strategy I just thought of. It's called pressing every statement. Clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and the makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Benton took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. It's probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Oh, wait. Oh, I already pressed that. I gotta skip back through. I thought it would advance to the next one already. It didn't. What's that? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix, right. I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the... Whoops. Okay. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How can you make someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, how could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. Well, I just press everything, Maya. That's how it goes. You saw Max and only Max, right? Trillo? That's right. And what makes him the killer? And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. It's quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something I'm missing here? Well... I would think it would be he only saw Max. I would think that he would have seen the Ringmaster, because didn't they go back together? I would have think he would have seen both of them. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have been? The witness could have seen. Well, it's obvious. The Ringmaster. That's the victim. That's correct. Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza. He should have seen the Ringmaster as well. Obviously, the Ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ugh. I see. Seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. There are clearly no conclusive contradictions. That's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Shall I yeah, we already read that. Okay, Okay. So... I'm not sure what I'm even supposed to be getting at here, to be honest. I guess the ring I could use. Yeah. Okay, let's just try this, I guess. That's not it. Witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. A few more of those, and I'll kill you on the spot. I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of here. How could he not be the killer? Is. I feel like it's getting at something very specific here, and I'm not following their line of thinking on this one, I think. Not sure with that. Maybe I can... press that? Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose it would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, right, we can all do it without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out on the cold night? Well, I know exactly who it was. It was Regina Berry! Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wow! I'm dead now! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, I can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw! Don't you forget it! Well, Puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. Spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! I'm dead again! Makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness is waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. About the proposal. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Alright. We're going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? Alright. I don't think that's true. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, I guess. It clearly contradicts the, I thought. You don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied. Okay, so this is the thing where I'm definitely right. I'm definitely right about that, but I did something out of order. Maybe I had to press him about it first. You're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck! The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Hold it! What was it exactly you planned on giving to her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of the chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's jokes has gone on too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that... Wow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to facts, not sociology. Sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Oh, I already pressed that, didn't I? Alright, okay. Okay, so I'm thinking that now that we have established that it was an engagement ring, I can probably catch him with it, right? There we go. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. You recognize this ring? That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why, then, do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo.
I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank's vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him! Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Suppose it was that time, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, could have been taken around that time. Oh my god.
Ben, what's wrong with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with it, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. It's indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What could that point possibly be? What point could that possibly be? Oh my gosh. 1 second. Okay, what point could I possibly be proving here? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours that you just laid out very clearly and plainly? I'm saying there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads on to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well, then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dorkface in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it, that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly what you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah! I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about... I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Witnessing Max. Okay. Press that. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the whole time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. and you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time is it? Indeed. What time was it? What time was it? Yeah, I'm no good at math. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom. Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of the testimony. That a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Well, if I was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand.
Ow, it hurt!
You should think of having some proof before you start before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
No reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
So I can give it a shot.
Witness will resume his testimony.
You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? It's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
All right, time to go to work.
I would think that it's weird. I would think it's weird, considering the broken bottle incident.
Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival.
Ah!
You think this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. You explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night.
I don't know. I would think he would have seen somebody. I'm gonna say that he saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that?
Correct one.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. In the world, you!
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening, then? Jeez, I guess it was one of them. Did he leave before it? No, it wasn't the defendant. That was an option. It was... No, wait. Why would he... I think it must have been him. Maybe not. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. Must be Regina. Is Regina right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given the engagement ring as a present. Oh, I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! Order, order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at it, was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Sure. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. Problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Garcia, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? Prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember that by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Ms. Von Karma. You have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant. Well, if that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there's no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued, really? Wow, I'm surprised by that. Alright, I think I gotta call it there. We've been going for, how long now? Oh, 2.5 hours, but that's a long time and it's pretty late at this point, so. I'm gonna call it. So, thank you, everybody, for watching and lurking, as it were. I did not mean to continue ahead here, but I guess that's what happened. But yeah, we'll get on with this next time, I guess. I'll try to hold off on finishing this and just kind of save this for the stream and try not to play it on my own time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.